Two beautiful cars in this video. We're going to be comparing them. To my right, the 2023 Range Rover P400 short wheel base, and we're going to be comparing it over to the Range Rover 2023 Sport SE Dynamic, and we're going to be talking about exteriors, interiors, and specs in this video here at Vagabond Builds. Let's go ahead and show you guys that. Now, as mentioned, we're talking about two cars, and again, to my left is the 2023 Range Rover P400 SE short wheelbase compared to the 2023 Range Rover Sport SC Dynamic. But before we even start this review, if you guys will appreciate our content and like our channel here at Vagabond Builds, tap two buttons. One, that like button because it helps out the algorithm, and the subscribe button because we appreciate your guys' support. Because it's not sponsored, so we're bringing you guys this video on our time. Now, shout out and a thanks to Jaguar and Range Rover here in Rocklin, California for providing us these beautiful cars for this review. Keep watching, stay tuned. We're gonna be dropping those MSRP stickers for this review so you guys get an idea of exactly what comes in these cars with the price tag on top. And if you got something for us to film, here is our email below. Email us and we could talk details later. Now let's start this review. So now let's talk specs. And of course, the reason we popped one hood on this P400 is because the drivetrains are practically similar. Starting off with the 3.0 turbocharged and supercharged 6-cylinder gas-powered engine, bringing you 395 horsepower with 406 pounds-feet of torque. Comes 18 city, 26 highway, and a 21 combined on the MPG. 8-speed automatic transmission with paddle shifting. All-wheel drive. Now, this exact P400 comes with a twin-speed transfer box compared to the Range Rover Dynamic no twin-speed transfer box. Electric power assisted steering on both. Now, what do you guys think about those 3.0 turbocharged and supercharged engines? Let me know in the comment section below. Now let's go ahead and drop this hood and talk front ends. What do we see that is different on the P400 compared to the Sport? Now I'm gonna bring you guys to the exact differences, starting with the grille. The height of the grille is different along with the width, okay? So there's more space in between. The headlights themselves are a little bit bigger, all right? So more of a luxurious feel. Headlight washers, of course, the shape of that cap is different, and that lower bumper area is going to be completely different. Now, bumper sensors, same bumper sensors going across, 6 of them total, with the LED premium lighting, auto high beam assist, LED fog lights. But I wanted just to bring to you guys the differences and how it looks. Now let's go over to the Sport. Now, of course, being the Sport SC Dynamic, you get more of a sleeker, aggressive look on this car. The headlights aren't so big. The grille is not as big, as you can tell. And of course, the lower side of the bumper is completely different, all right? You got an extra grille here in between the top and the bottom grille. And you get, of course, the cuts inside the lower bumper. Headlights do come LED with the premium auto high beam assist. The headlight washers, of course, the cap is different as mentioned. And then you have some more cuts here on the right and left, giving it more of that aggressive feel. Now, let's come over to the sides of both cars. Now, before I even continue on the sides, I also wanted to mention the hoods. On top of the hood to the Sport, you have that extra kind of bezel, more sportier look with the hood coming up into the center to where the hood drops down on the P400 here. No bezels on that hood. Now let's talk rims. So to my right on the Sport, they're running the Pirelli Scorpion Zero all-season tires, and the sizes are 285, 40, 23. And if we continue over here, Pirelli Scorpion Zeros all season, so same exact tire, but the size is 285, 45, 22. So you have a thicker tire on the P400, of course, being the more luxurious type SUV. Now, both come in that black gloss, but if you ask me, I kind of like the look on the 23-inch. So honestly, take this rim and drop it on that would be my personal preference. To the back of the fenders, Very simple, minimalist look on the P400 to where, of course, the Sport has that more of aggressive against sporty feel with that trinket or that bezel coming in with that rose gold all around the car. Side mirrors, automatic foldable side mirrors with integrated lighting. You have your 360 camera system. We left that hazard lighting on so you guys get an idea all around the car. Blind spot assist and heated mirrors. Now, door panels, deployable door handles. So if I go ahead and lock these, they literally sit flush with the car. But this is where you're gonna see the difference, okay? On that rocker panel area, ground clearance is about 8.5 inches on both, up to 11.1 inches. That lower rocker panel area is going to have that more sporty here on the Sport, to where, again, this is going to be more the luxurious. Now, the reason for the kind of 3D look on that rocker panel area is to make the car itself higher. So the ground clearance looks increased because of that new design here on the lower rocker panel area. Now, continuing, something I'd like to mention also that we see that is similar is the no trim work on the lower side of these windows, okay? That's something else that we see that is different from the old style to the new style, but that are similar in comparison, is the no trim work, giving it, again, that simple minimalist look on both, okay? Now, over to the rear ends, what do we see that is different? Kind of slightly different shape from the Sport over to the P400. The taillights, the taillight comes into the quarter panel on the Sport, but no taillight integration on the quarter panel here. Now, this little trim here is called the ingot, and this is just to make the car itself look less short. So they add some style to it. Kind of plays the trick on the eye is what they're pretty much doing. Now, the rear end, completely different, all right? From the new style taillights and that beautiful LED, Range Rover going across, black gloss, camera integrated, that beautiful trim work coming across and dropping down to that lower bumper. Very different. Bumper sensors integrated down here with your tow package, but your backup lights, beautiful in those LED lighting. Coming over to the Sport, again, total different lights. Sport, Range Rover, of course, stamped going across. Camera system still integrated right over that license plate, but the bumper, that lower bumper is completely different, okay? Where here you have the dual tip exhaust, letting you know the exhaust is there, but the P400 hides their exhaust, giving it more of that cleaner look, right? You still have that tow system, but on the P400, they tuck that away again, giving the P400 more of a luxurious, cleaner, rich, sophisticated look. Now let's go ahead and pop these tailgates open. Now, before I pop this tailgate open, is something different are those two fins. Well, sorry, not different. They are similar. Two fins, one is for the live feed camera. We're gonna be showing you guys that on the rear view mirrors on both. They both have those two fins, super cool. Integrated brake light in the spoiler. And now we're opening up to the rear ends or cargo area of both of these cars. And let's start with the cargo capacity, okay? So on the P400, it is about a 40 cubic feet cargo area. If we were to drop those seats down, it brings that up to about 83 cubic feet of maximum cargo capacity. Now let's talk about the area, or what do we see, okay? You got the rubber mat. That is an option added on. Let's go ahead and lift this to show you guys that full spare tire, because a lot of people like their spare tires. I'm a personal fan myself. Now, here on the right side, you have a little control unit. This is to increase ground clearance or decrease the ground clearance on the back side if it's too high. All right, drop the seats. You can automatically drop the seats from back here. There's also another cool option that you have. All right, and it connects very nice and flush. And then you have your trailer brake lighting system button here, all right? Now, 12-volt plug-in with some personal pocket room on the right and the left here with a trunk cover. Let's go over to the Sport. Now, the Sport has about 31 cubic feet of cargo capacity and total maximum about 53 with those seats. Down the control unit here, same exact setup. You can drop those back seats down from these buttons, increase and decrease the back side of your car. Being the air ride suspension with adaptive dynamics. I forgot to mention that earlier on in the video. And of course, your trailer brake system. Now, both cars can tow up to about 7,300 pounds on the P400 and also on the Sport, all right? You got some little personal pocket space, 12-volt outlet, and a cover for your trunk. So for anybody peeking, you can cover all your stuff. Now, to finish off with the P400, very cool feature. Press that button, you get a tailgate, and then you can sit there and chill with your friends, throw some drinks to the right and the left. And if you're done with this tailgate, go ahead and press that button and it automatically brings it back up. All right, now let's go ahead and close this tailgate. Now, finished with the specs, exterior, and some cargo area. Before we go back inside the car, I want to mention to you guys that the braking system on both these cars are a Brembo braking system, which gives you premium braking on both cars. Both cars come adaptive, dynamic with the air ride suspension. Now let's go ahead and enter the interior side of both these cars. So now on the interior side of the P400, and right off the bat, the main difference is from the Sport over to the P400. I'm going to show you guys on these exact cars with these exact MSRP stickers. If I go ahead and pop this up, there is no refrigerator here on the P400. The difference here from the Sport to the P400 is going to be the front side of this center console, where you have this sliding cover. You got wireless charging pad here, USB-C plug-in with some more cubby room. The steering wheel itself, completely different steering wheel, meaning how it's designed on the steering wheel, okay? Now, overall, the similarities are there from dashboards to the 13.1-inch PV Pro system, clusters the same in digital, all right? Interior, now you might have different colors and you might have the interiors differently dressed, but that is something that is similar. snap handles are pretty much similar with your panoramic glass tilt slide option all the way over to the second row seating in both, everybody. But honestly, the difference also is the luxurious feel inside this P400. You're gonna get more of a kind of a Cadillac feel ride in this system itself, okay? Now, the Sport itself is gonna be a little bit more aggressive, more tight on the drive, all right? Keep that in mind. But we're bringing you the look of this, and it is premium quality look. Something that is also different, I mentioned in the back, that cargo mat that I mentioned, these are different because these are added options. Now you are going to be seeing different added options like the cold climate package and things of that sort that give you like heated steering wheel or heated windshield or heated windshield washers. Things like that you might see different that don't partake, but we're bringing you pretty much kind of difference in look of both cars. Now, this is the front side. Let's go ahead and shoot over to the second row seating and then jump into the Sport. Now, second row seating, just wanted to get you guys a quick look on the connection of the second row seats over to the cargo area. It is a 60-40-60%er, and really cool on the Range Rovers, you can pick this up, the P400, and literally pick up that backrest, and they are controlled. So if you're in a longer road trip, you can drop the angles on these backrests. Car seat compatibility. Let's go ahead and show you guys the armrest. Armrest, one button opens up to you the cup holders. Second button pops up into you some more personal pocket room. Put that up. Let's jump inside the car. Close the door. Now right here on the door panels, you have a little control unit. You can turn off your music. You can increase that close that sun visor from back here if it's bothering you. And then you can control both windows from each side of the car, which is a very cool option to have. All right, and then you have your window switch. But in front of you, some personal pocket room right here. You have your quad zone climate control. If you go ahead and push those, opens up to you the heated seats, the temperature. But the temperature currently is not showing. Okay, but you can control it from back here. And in between, you would have your lighted up panel. We might have kind of killed the battery a little bit, showing you guys in this video. But of course, this is pretty much the way it looks. Something I'd like to mention are the illuminated seatbelt buckles that come in these P400s. And guys, there's so much things you guys can check. You guys can check the vehicle dimensions from your PV Pro system and just so much more inside. But for the sake and time of this video, we cannot show you guys everything. It'll just take forever. Now let's go ahead and shoot over to the Sport. So now inside the Sport, everybody, and some slight differences from the P400 over to the Sport. And right off the bat, of course, being the Sport, you get more kind of an encapsulated driver seat with passenger because of that center console. That is different here, where your temperature controls are not up against the dashboard, but they're here kind of right in front of your face, bringing you the center console to your face. Wireless charging pad right near those, and knobs and under that PV Pro system. Now, something that's different here is the bridge that you get with the USB-C plug-in for some more little shelving area. And down here, this is pretty much similar from the P400 over to the Sport, the sliding cup holders, USB-C, USB-A plug-in. And then let's close that with that marbleized kind of trim work, okay? That's something that we see different, but that is going to change depending on what you want to dress the interiors of your car with. The canvas and then the leather. Refrigerator, look at that. You can literally keep your chocolate cold, your drinks or whatnot, your milk for the kiddos if you do have some. And then the steering wheel is different to where you have that extra kind of support here on the bottom side of that steering, to where the P400 is just side to side, all right? That is something different. But overall, the PV Pro system is the same 13-point inch. The dashboard is looking the same, beautiful look. Go ahead and got the two glove compartments. Let me go ahead and show you guys that with a 12-volt plug-in there. Very cool. And then panoramic glass, the same tilt slide option over the second row, your O-snap handles, and your panel here is pretty much similar. But something I wanted to show you guys that I thought was very cool. We go home, go to vehicle dimensions, I mentioned that. But look at this. You literally check out in meters or in inches, 13.16 feet, 3 inches of the size of the car, and then height, width, wheel clearance. Just very awesome car that you can constantly just know all about your car inside this. Now, Meridian premium sound system in both cars. I forgot to mention that again. I forget to mention a lot of things. But let's go ahead and jump over to the second row seating. So second row seating, now about 6 feet 2 inches. So you're completely clear on both cars, P400 and over to the Sport, in leg clearance along with your head clearance, right? Now, sitting in the seat, you can control the backrest angle, so that is a long road trip check, but you do not have the little control units for the sun visor and then to control the both windows. That's something that's different, you know, more sporty, less luxurious inside the Sport. But in front of you, same exact idea. In between those seats, this is what it looks like when the car, I believe is the battery's full, if I'm not mistaken, but you push, heated, ventilated seats on both, and then you pull for your vent if you want to increase that airflow, all right? Then you can go ahead and, you know, decide where you want that air to go. But as promised, everybody, here are the MSRP stickers. Here's the MSRP sticker to the Sport, what it comes with, and the price tag on top. And then here's the MSRP sticker over to the P400 with its price tag. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Any comments, questions, concerns, leave in the comment section below. I'll try to get back to you guys as best as possible. Thanks so much for watching our channel here at Vagabond Builds. Stay tuned. We have more cool things coming, and God bless you.